Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren if this is your first time here. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a hair video for once. It's going to be a 7-month update on the hair that I'm wearing right now. It's from WOWAFRICAN. So if you'd like to see my thoughts and how this wig has held up, please keep watching. So I've had this unit for 7 months. I got it in March and it's now October. I'm filming this on October 23rd, and I like to say I think it's held up really well. The hair is really nice. I'll bring up the specs for you guys. I ordered it because I have been wanting to get into this form of protective styling for a long time, and before I made an investment on a human hair wig. Last year I played around with some synthetic wigs. I featured it on my channel before. I'll actually have a video on it, so I'll link it in the card above. But the info on this wig right here: it's a 360 lace wig, Italian Yaki, Brazilian virgin hair, and the letter or the number is TLW22. I have it in 18 inches, and when I bought it, I got it in the natural color, so it was around 1B, and the lace color was light brown, and yeah, it came with baby hair, all that stuff. I paid $245 with it. That was including a coupon code. I forgot how much it was right off the cuff without the coupon code, but on YouTube you can find a whole bunch of influencers who have coupon codes, and I would recommend using that so you can save some money. Now, throughout the past 7 months, I've been putting this wig through it. As I mentioned, I've dyed it. I've actually dyed it twice, and just the regular heat styling and washing and conditioning. So it still looks pretty good. Whenever I wash it, it reverts back to the original texture, which is good. I usually like to wear it straight for the most part, and whenever I feel the urge to curl it, I usually wand curl it, or today I'll just take a curling iron to it. So this is what this is. It usually holds curl very well. I noticed that it holds curl the best when I wand curl it. These curls right here, like, they were much tighter at the beginning of the day, but they fell out. But I did not use any hairspray on this, so I'm sure if you used hairspray, it would be a lot tighter. It takes to dye really well, but whenever you dye it and you go out and wash it several times, like, it'll start to fade. I noticed that it'll fade in the roots the fastest, so that's what I usually have to touch up. It doesn't shed abnormally. Whenever it sheds, it's usually when I'm detangling it, when I'm washing it. Yeah, that's not overly excessive shedding. It's just you get your 1 or 2 strands whenever you comb through it or whatever, but there are no balding patches or anything. The nape. Somebody asked me a question about the nape of the wig in the comment section one time, and that does tend to nap up if you're not careful with it. I just make sure that I comb it out, and make sure it doesn't tangle, but that does indeed tangle if you're not careful with it. Other than that, I think the wig has been constructed beautifully. I really love the thickness of the hair. What was the density of it? It's 150% density, so it's a lot of hair. And the parting space is you get a significant amount of parting space, and I appreciate that. But yeah, the wig is great. But that aside, it was a learning curve. I want to warn people who have not been into wigs and the lace fronts and frontals before that it is indeed a learning curve. I bought this wig and it came just in time before my friend's wedding, and I don't know why, but I thought just because I've watched a good amount of wig tutorials and, you know, hair gurus that I would know how to make the wig look natural my first go round. That was not the case. If you do not know what you're doing with the lace front wig, I would not buy it before a special occasion, because it is indeed work. The main thing that I learned while dealing with this 360 wig is that while you are not spending time working on your natural hair is getting a break, you are going to be working to make the wig look natural. Now, when you're watching a YouTube video, we have the lights and you guys are farther away, but when you're in person, it's easier to spot when a wig looks like a wig. So I've had to come up with little tips and tricks for myself to make the wig look natural. A mistake that I made early on was I don't think I ordered the right cap size. I ordered the average or the medium. I think I should have gone and gotten the size up, which is the large, because I'm going to show you guys all my secrets. Like this right here, it doesn't come, the lace right here doesn't come down all the way. So I'll usually, what I do to make sure to cover the lace if the wind blows, I'll take bobby pins and I'll secure the sides down. And I don't glue this wig down all the time, because like that's another thing. The got to be glue, I use the black one right here, and that is not something that you just, that's why I mentioned that you want to have time to practice before going like out on a special occasion or an event, because it is a learning curve learning how to use this. The second a little bit of sweat comes onto your head, it'll start moving around. So I noticed that throughout the day, if I was sweating or moving around, I would go to the bathroom and notice that my wig was sliding back. So that would be embarrassing. So it was a learning curve. So I'll usually use bobby pins to keep the wig secure, and also to keep it flat to my head, I use a wig grip. And that really ensures that the wig doesn't go sliding back, so you don't have to use glue. I work on a daily basis, so I don't have time to be spending 15 minutes waiting for glue to dry or to be tacking it down and tying it down. I don't have time for all of the stocking cap methods and such. And I haven't really had time to try it too. I want to try it. I want to get to that level. But for what I do now, it's been helpful for me to just use bobby pins and tack it down, and my wig grip, so it doesn't go sliding back. Another thing that can be difficult at times if you're not used to it is concealing the lace and making the lace look as natural as possible. There was even an instance, I filmed a video before this one and I had to completely scrap it because my lace was showing and it wasn't concealed, and it was just bugging me so much I couldn't put it out there and have people clown me. So I noticed that a reason why people who wear wigs go crazy with baby hairs is because they're trying to conceal the part where the lace starts and their skin, the lace and their skin meet. So I'm practicing with baby hairs too. That's another thing you have to get comfortable learning how to do. See, I'd never, before wearing wigs, I didn't used to mess with baby hairs. I just left stuff alone. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm learning. I don't have too many right now, but see, I just have that little swoop right there. That's about all I can do. There's a little swoop. I can't do the whole, you know, all of the swirls that people be doing. But yeah, that's another thing. All in all, I think this wig was a great purchase, especially for beginners. Some people, most people believe that wigs are an astronomical expense, but if you think about it like this, you're spending $50+ to get your own hair done. But if you get a wig and pay all that money up front, you don't have to go out and get your hair done on a weekly or monthly basis. People spend about $200 to get their hair braided. That's what I usually used to do as my protective style, as my main protective style. So instead of doing that, I decided to put it towards a wig, something that I could have for a longer amount of time, something that didn't put that much stress on my edges. And people say that you can have your wigs for years, so it's a legit investment. The only thing that I would preface people on the market trying to buy a wig was that it takes practice. So, but it's fun. It's a very fun, versatile style that I think I can see myself using throughout the years to come. I want to buy another one relatively soon, but in a different texture. This texture was the most easy for me because it mimics natural hair the most. When it's in its natural state, it looks like blow-dried African American hair. So I really like that. I want to try some color and some, like I said, different textures to build up my collection. Another thing that I learned is I probably want to go a size up so that I can try to adhere it down with gel or glue if I so choose to. But over the past 7 months, I haven't had to or necessarily needed to do that because I found ways around it. So if you're not wanting to use glue or bolt hold or got to be gel, there are ways to wear wigs without doing those methods. So I hope this video was helpful. I really enjoyed making it. So if you'd like to see more hair videos like this, please leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.